Did you know that nearly 70% of couples experience a significant drop in relationship satisfaction within the first year of becoming parents? It's a startling number, but if you're currently feeling more like coworkers in a chaotic diaper-changing startup than romantic partners, I want you to know you are not alone, and your marriage isn't broken. You've just entered what psychologists call the roommate phase. Hi, I'm your guide to making the transition into parenthood just a little bit smoother. Today, we're diving deep into why the roommate phase happens, the biological and psychological shifts that trigger it, and most importantly, the science-backed strategies to help you find each other again amidst the sleep deprivation and laundry piles. The roommate phase isn't a sign of a bad marriage. It's a physiological response to a massive life transition. When a baby arrives, your oxytocin focus shifts. For the birthing parent, hormones are flooded toward the infant for survival. For both parents, the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for planning and logic, is working overtime. You're in survival mode. And in survival mode, romance feels like a luxury you can't afford. Dr. John Gottman, a world-renowned relationship expert, found that the biggest predictor of a relationship's success during this time is the quality of the friendship in the marriage. But how do you maintain a friendship when you're arguing over whose turn it is to empty the diaper genie? It starts with acknowledging the mental load. The roommate phase often stems from resentment, and resentment usually grows from an unequal distribution of labor. You feel like you're doing 80% of the work, and your partner feels like they're doing 80% too. This is where we introduce our first strategy, the weekly business meeting. It sounds unromantic, right? That's exactly the point. You need to pull the logistics out of your daily interactions. Instead of asking, "Did you buy wipes?" during your only 20 minutes of quiet time at night, save it for the meeting. Every Sunday, sit down for 20 minutes. Review the calendar, the grocery list, and the budget. By handling the business of the house intentionally, you stop it from bleeding into your connection time. Now, let's talk about bids for connection. This is a Gottman concept that is a literal game changer. A bid is any attempt from one partner to get attention, affirmation, or affection. It can be as small as saying, "Look at that bird outside," or a sigh that says, "I'm tired." In healthy relationships, partners turn toward these bids about 86% of the time. In couples headed for trouble, it's only 33%. In the first year of parenting, we often ignore these bids because we're touched out or exhausted. But acknowledging a bid takes 3 seconds. Put the phone down, make eye contact, and just say, "I hear you." Those micro moments are the bricks that rebuild your bridge. Next up, the 6-second kiss. Physical intimacy often takes a massive hit in the first year. Fatigue and touch overload make the idea of sex feel like another chore on the to-do list. But science shows that a 6-second kiss, just 6 seconds, is long enough to trigger the release of oxytocin and lower cortisol levels. It's a physical signal to your nervous system that you are safe with this person. It's not a prelude to sex, it's a moment of connection. We also need to address radical appreciation. When we're stressed, our brains develop a negativity bias. We notice everything our partner isn't doing. He forgot the laundry. She didn't pack the diaper bag. To fight this, you have to scan for the good. Force yourself to verbalize one thing you appreciate about your partner every single day. "Thank you for making the coffee," or "I saw how you handled that blowout. You're a great dad." Appreciation is the antidote to resentment. And here's a hard truth. You have to protect your couple identity. You are mom and dad now, yes, but you were us first. Try the 10-minute no baby talk rule. Once the baby is asleep, for just 10 minutes, you are forbidden from talking about milestones, sleep schedules, or childcare. Talk about a book, a dream, a news story, or even a funny meme. Remind yourselves that you exist outside of your roles as parents. Finally, remember that this phase is a season, not a sentence. The first year is a marathon run at a sprinter's pace. Be gentle with each other. If you find yourselves arguing, remember, it's not you versus your partner. It's both of you versus the problem. You are on the same team. Protecting your marriage isn't about grand gestures or expensive vacations. It's about the small, intentional choices you make every day to see each other. You've got this. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more science-backed tips that make parenting a little easier.